This easy to follow boxing workout structure will help you improve your skills. Make sure you stay to the end of the video so I can let you know how to train with pros in the comfort of your own home on your own schedule. Let's get into it. The art of boxing is difficult enough, but to structure, to schedule, and to plan out and train consistently, that's when it can take on a whole nother beast of itself. So, using this simple method, you can train consistently. Let's get to the first foundation of it. All athletes need to warm up prior to exercise, but specifically with a high intensity movement like boxing. It's always important to warm up from the ground all the way up, so I always encourage athletes to take a 5 to 20 minute warm up phase when you're getting ready to train. Simple plyometrics and bounding movements that will enable you to get prepared for the exercise we're about to engage in, right? You should get a good sweat on before you get into the hard work. So don't be afraid of getting uncomfortable, working on mobility and stretches in your warm-up. After you're warmed up, you want to make sure you get a solid jump rope. Boxing incorporates a lot of footwork and movement, so jump rope is a great translation to help you with warming up and even cooling down. I typically will have 2 to 3 whole rounds of jump rope just to get that body a little more loose. There's no problem with having an extended warm-up, and especially if you want to get a couple extra rounds in. Try using light, easy footwork patterns when you start your jump rope and then build up from there. Now, after you jump rope, I would definitely then go right into shadow boxing, typically between 2 to 5 rounds of working our foundational movements, moving forward, moving backwards, moving laterally, working on those defensive movements, your slips, your rolls, your blocks, and then of course, your combinations. Throwing punches in bunches and trying to make them realistic to what you're about to get into will really help you master the art of shadow boxing, which is of course going to help your boxing skills. So shadow box and then start to pick it up, especially as you get nearer those closer rounds when we get to the real work. Now that we are warmed up really well, bag work is what's next. Yes, the foundational part of training, especially when you're training on your own. You might not have the luxury of working with a partner doing sparring drills or mitt work, so the heavy bag is the way to go. I always will recommend a minimum of 4 heavy bag rounds, and you can work your way all the way up to maybe 10 or even 12. That's for the pros. Now, I love working all the aspects of your bag work when you're working the heavy bag, from, again, inside close work to working your distance to countering. And then, of course, if you have the time, I'm always going to recommend adding in a conditioning round near the end so you can take your cardio to the next level. I always finish with conditioning rounds, especially when I know that I'm about to end with abs. Speaking of ending with abs, all great fighters end their boxing workouts working on their core. Not only is it going to build up that endurance and that strength when you get punched, but it also helps you produce more power, right? So when you get done, get a good mat so you can make sure that your back is protected, right? And you'll start to work on simple exercises, either working in sets, reps, or going for 1 to 3 to 5 to even 8 minutes, working that core in all different facets and ranges. Now, remember, you're a fighter. The core is not just the six-pack, so it's the obliques, it's the lower back. You need to work all the way around and everything in between so that you can strengthen the core and continue to build yourself up. Last but not least, the cool down and stretch phase of our workout. Yes, you warmed up, you got the hard work in, you ended with abs. Well, you don't just get in the car and go about your day. No, you need to allow your body to properly cool down, start to cement in some of those training methodologies that you just got done, and start to feel better, right? So getting a good 5 to 10 minute stretch and cool down is going to be essential for you getting the most out of your gains. Grow, go, and get better if you know you know. Now, I will say, scheduling and planning and doing all of this, it takes a special kind of person to be able to muster up the strength to do that. But if you don't like to train on your own and you really aren't down with programming for yourself, go to FightCamp.com and get signed up today, where you can train with pros just like me in the comfort of your home on your schedule and take all of the guesswork out of programming. If you liked this video, would you consider giving it a thumbs up? Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you'll know when we drop videos just like this one. Until the next time, y'all, Coach PJ signing out. Peace and love.
This is FightCamp, an interactive training camp from the comfort of your own home. Tutorials and guided paths walk you step by step through the basics and sharpen your technique over time. Punch tracking technology and leaderboards provide you built-in motivation to help you hit your goals. Learn more at FightCamp.com.
Your workout, and I don't expect you to be going non-stop.